Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. So in today's yoga session we will be targeting our backs for all those who have back problems, some back tension, lower back tension, some neck problems. We're going to be targeting all of those areas, so get your mats and roll them down on the floor, and we will begin in a seated position. Before we begin our session, we will be using props. So grab your yoga blocks or grab a speaker like I do. I don't have yoga blocks. Or maybe some pillows, as well as a rope or maybe a tie, maybe an old shirt that you don't use, because we will be using that at the later stage of this yoga practice. So once you've collected all your props, we're going to come into this seated position, coming into an ankle twist, as well as spreading our toes open and close, and then breathing our hands up into the sky. And as you breathe out, come into a folding forward seated position. If your legs are a bit tight today, no worries, just simply bend your knees and fold forward in this position. Also, if your hands can't touch your toes, let them touch your ankles or your calves. And then take a breath out as you walk your hands to the right side of your mat, still in your seated position. And this is entirely optional, but if you would like a deeper mid-back stretch, come to take some mini cat and cow poses here, / mini back waves. As you inhale, arch your back, and exhale, retract. And then walk your hands back to center to meet your feet or your ankles or your shins. And then we're going to be taking our mini cat and cow poses in this position. Breathing in to arch your back, and then breathing out to round your back. And then breathing out as we walk our hands to the left side of our mat this time, doing exactly what we did previously and giving the right side of our bodies a deep stretch, remembering to breathe in and out as you take your mini cat and cow poses. And on your next exhale, you're going to place your hands back to your feet or your ankles or your shins. And we're going to repeat our mini cat and cow poses. And then coming into stillness as we round our backs, just breathing in deeply here. And then on your next inhale, breathe up, and we're going to come into this L-shaped position, lengthening your left leg and then bending your right leg so that your right foot meets your inner left thigh. And then we're going to place our left hand on our right knee and raise our right hand up into the sky as our right hand meets our left foot. Coming into the side body stretch. And here you can come to lift your right arm up, waving it hello and goodbye for a deeper side body stretch. And we're going to breathe in, lifting our torso, our bodies up. And then your right hand comes to the very back of you as your left hand comes to the front of your knee. And we're going to take this twisted position. Also, feel free to take some neck rolls in this position. And next we're going to come into this Sphinx / Pigeon pose. So maybe adjusting your legs in this position, but we're basically going to be placing our elbows and our forearms on the ground, taking a deeper side body twist. If you are feeling any discomfort or pain in this position, just simply come into our previous twisted position. Otherwise, you could lift your arms up and come into a cobra / pigeon pose, as I am doing so right now. And on your next exhale, we're going to come back to center, moving your body to face the front of your mat and breathing your arms up in the air, coming into a three-legged forward fold. Once again, if you are unable to touch your feet, you can always modify and place your hands on your ankles or your shins. Remembering to take some deep breaths in and out in our three-legged forward fold. And on your next inhale, I invite you to walk your arms and your hands to the left side of your mat, taking a deeper lower back stretch here. And on your next exhale, come back to center and breathe in as you reach your right arm up in the sky. Your right arm comes to the back of you. Left arm reaches for the sky as you lift your bum, lift your hips, lift your chest, coming into the supported side plank. Breathing in deeply here. Maybe waving your left hand, hello, goodbye, for a deeper shoulder stretch and a deeper upper back stretch too. And then place both your hands on your yoga mats, coming into this very awkward supported side plank. And then lifting your left hand again, waving it hello and goodbye. And then placing it back on your yoga mat. And we're going to prepare to come into a tabletop. So coming into your tabletop, we are going to be taking some cat and cow poses. So breathing in as you arch your back and breathing out as you round your back. I'm going to be doing this for a few breaths. So take these at your own pace, but just remember to breathe in deeply. And as you breathe in, right arm reaches for the sky. And as you breathe out, we're going to thread the needle. Right arm comes to the left side of your body, and your left arm can either come to the front of your mat, or you could shift it to the right side of your mat, taking a back rinse. And then as you exhale, place your left arm at the front of your mat, coming into this L shape created by your arms, coming into this very awkward puppy pose. And then as you breathe out, coming back into a tabletop, and we're going to take a few cat and cow poses here. And on your next exhale, we're going to find a seated position, and we're going to be taking our stretch to the other side now. And this time we'll extend our right leg forward, left leg bends, left foot touches your inner right thigh. Your right arm comes up, right hand reaches for your left knee, and your left hand reaches up for the sky, and we're going to bend into our side body stretch here. Maybe waving your arm hello, waving it goodbye for a deeper side body stretch. And as you breathe in, lift your body up. Your left hand reaches for the back of your mat, as your right arm reaches for your left knee, and we're going to come into this side body stretch here. And as you breathe in, you're going to place your elbows on the floor at the back of you, the back of your mat, coming into this Sphinx / Pigeon pose. Once again, if this position is too intense or too uncomfortable, just simply lift your arms up, coming into a cobra / pigeon. Otherwise, feel free to come into our twisted position that we did before this position. And on your next exhale, we're going to face our bodies to the front of our mat, breathing in to reach your arms up into the sky. And then breathing out as you fold forward, coming into a three-legged folded forward position. And as you breathe in or breathe out, reach your hands or walk your hands to the right side of your mat this time, coming into our side body stretch. And then as you breathe out, walk your hands back to center. You're going to breathe in, your left hand comes to the back of your mat, and your right arm reaches up, body reaches up, lifting your chest up into the sky, coming into this supported side plank. Maybe waving your right arm hello and goodbye for a deeper shoulder and upper back stretch. And as you breathe out, place both of your hands on your yoga mat, coming into this awkward side body plank. Breathing in, and then breathing out once again, maybe waving your right arm hello and goodbye. And then place your hands on your yoga mat once again as we shift into a tabletop. And once again, we're going to take our cat and cow poses, breathing in as we arch our backs and breathing out as we round our backs. Going to be breathing in, taking some spinal twists, some spinal circles in our cat and cow poses. And then this time breathing in, reaching your left hand up in the sky, and then breathing out, threading the needle. Left hand comes to the right side of your mat, and your right hand comes to the left side of your mat or to the front of your mat, taking this twisted body stretch. And then place your right hand to the front of your mat, coming into this three-legged puppy pose stretch. And then placing both your hands to the front of your mat, coming into a praying child pose. And then as you breathe in, walk your hands to the right side of your mat. And as you breathe out, walk them back to center and then walk them to the left side of your mat this time. And then walk your hands back to center, and we're going to find a seated position. Okay, so guys, grab your rope or your tie or whatever shoelace that you brought, because we are going to use this prop now for our back stretch. So you're going to lift your hands and your arms up in the sky with your rope. So you want to create a 50 centimeter length with your rope or your tie or whatever you chose, and then creating this trapezium with your arms and your rope as I've done here. So with your rope in your hand, we're going to breathe out. Your rope comes to the very back of you, and then breathe in, rope comes to the front of you. I'm just going to shift my body so you can get a better idea of what to do. So breathing out, arms come to the back of you, and then breathing in, arms come forward as you round your back, and make this stretch as dramatic as possible. Breathing out, hands come back, and breathing in, hands come forward, rounding your back. And now we're going to take this to the side, so straightening your right arm as you pull your right arm with your left arm, and then straightening your right arm and bending your left arm as you pull your left arm with your right arm. And then for the last time, we're going to place our arms at the back of our mat as you breathe out. And then as you breathe in, place it at the front of your mat and round your back. And then come to center and place your rope or your string to the side of your mat, because we're done with that now. And as you breathe in now, we're going to come into a seated position. And then we're going to spread our legs wide open, coming into half a split. And we're going to be taking some more side body stretches. So breathing in, both your hands come to the right foot. And then breathing out, coming back to center and reaching them for your left foot. We're going to be doing this for a few breaths. So breathing in up to center, and then as you breathe out, your hands reach for your right foot, and then breathing up to center, and then breathing out, reaching for your left foot. And then flex your feet to face up. Let your toes face up. And then you're going to place both your elbows onto the ground, coming into this forward fold. as you breathe out, we're going to come into a seated position and grab your yoga blocks or your speaker or your pillows, and we're going to place it at the back of our mat. So basically, we're going to come to lay on top of our blocks or speaker or pillow, and make sure that your block or speaker or pillow is placed just below your armpit line, where your armpit would be at. And if you would like, you can place your hands at the sides of your mat, or you can lift your hands so that they are above your head. And now, still laying on your block, you're going to lift your knees as you bend them, and we're going to be taking some windshield wipers. So leaning your legs, your bent legs, to the right and then to the left, and to the right and to the left. Now you can do this at your own pace, but just remember to breathe in deeply and be very mindful of your lower back, because we are targeting that area. And we're going to lift our bodies off of our blocks. We're going to move our blocks or speakers to the side of our mats and come to lay flat on the floor on our mats. And then come to cradle your knees side to side here. And then as you breathe out, you're going to lift your legs off of the mat, and then come to lift your bum off of the mat as well as your lower back, using your arms and your legs and your elbows as support. And then come to lower your feet to the floor so that your feet are above your head. And we're going to come into this folded position. And this time we're going to walk our feet to the left and take a breath in and a breath out. And then at your own time, at your own pace, we're going to walk our legs to the right, taking some deep breaths in there too. And if you are comfortable to do this position, you could come to bring your knees to come beside your face. And once again, using your arms to support your back. And then when you're ready, we're going to gently place our bums back on the floor. And as you breathe out, come into a boat pose. Straight back, knees and legs off of the floor. And then breathe out, come into a low boat. And breathe in again, coming into a high boat. Breathing in, finding your balance. And breathe out, coming into a low boat once again. This time, breathing in, hands come up in your boat. And breathe out, find your seated position. And now, ending off our practice, we're just going to find our seated position and just take some deep breaths in and out, just soaking in the work that we did today. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Namaste.